Green Bay Packers have just made Jordan Love the highest paid player in NFL history, tying him with Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence. What an insane time right now to be an NFL quarterback. Quarterbacks are just being handed out insane, lucrative, generational type of money. Tua just got a contract as well. I'm going to talk about that in another video, but just for Jordan Love, before training camp started, he made the decision to sit out of training camp until he got a new contract, so the Packers' hands were kind of forced in order to pay him. But the interesting thing about this is I thought in order to pay him earlier, you would kind of get a slight discount on him, but that turned out not to be the case at all. Again, it's just kind of like a tricky situation for the Packers. I don't blame this on them for handing him this type of contract because they really had no other choice. And for everyone who doesn't really believe in Jordan Love, who calls his contract insane, I 100% agree with you. There's no question about it. Jordan Love, obviously, rocky start to his first year starting, then finished off the year as probably the best quarterback statistically. So, again, if you're a fan of this contract, good. If you're not a fan of this contract, I understand completely. Just kind of like an awkward, tricky situation for the Packers overall. Let me know what y'all think about this contract. Is it good? Would you have paid him? Would you have traded him? I don't know. I really think the Packers had no choice here, and they did what they had to do. I believe in Jordan Love. I think he could easily be a top 5 quarterback this year, maybe top 3. I know that might sound bold, but he really came on looking like just on a whole other planet the later part of last year. Should have played against the Lions in the NFC Championship game, but who knows, maybe that'll be his fate this year. As far as for the Packers and the present and the future, their Super Bowl window has officially opened because when you hand out a contract like this, you won't be able to keep everybody. The Packers have a great wide receiver room. They have a great tight end room too, and unfortunately, when you hand out a contract like this, you're not going to be able to keep everyone unless everyone somehow miraculously takes a hometown discount, which in today's NFL and just these crazy contracts being handed out, why would you? Why would you take a hometown discount? But yeah, the Packers Super Bowl window is officially open. Let me know what y'all think about that, and do you think they could win the Super Bowl in the next 2 years or maybe this year? Do you think they're that caliber of a team? Let me know. I think they are. And again, I know it's kind of like everyone believing in the Packers right now. All this could be a bit premature considering they only look good for half a season. But I'm telling you, I really think they could do something special. And for this year, man, I'm really excited to see them play. Opening their regular season against the Eagles in Brazil, that'll be quite fascinating. But as far as the NFC North, let me know who y'all think is going to win the NFC North this year. One of the most polarizing divisions in the NFL going into the 2024-2025 year. I mean, you got to go with the Lions right now, but I'd say the Packers are right there at 2. And then Bears, and then Vikings, but that could be flip-flopped easily. I feel like the Lions can easily be had. I feel like the Packers can easily leapfrog them. The Bears, we'll see. So much hype around them. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it transpires. And by the way, the Bears are playing this Thursday, I believe, Hall of Fame game against Houston. Man, that's exciting. That's exciting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's next week. If I'm not, let me know. But just excited to see ball again. And yeah, it is next week. Because there was a post on NFL Twitter that mentioned that this previous Thursday was the last Thursday without football until February. So I think everybody should grab a beer, grab whatever you want to celebrate with, and, have a little swig because football's back, baby. But back to Jordan Love and kind of the state of NFL quarterback contracts, I'm really curious to see who will become the next richest quarterback in NFL history. Obviously, the next quarterback that needs to be paid is Brock Purdy. Now, there's some people saying that's going to be outrageous if he does, and some people saying he completely deserves it. I have really no idea what to think. I really got to see Purdy play another full year. He did look impressive in the Super Bowl. I was impressed with his performance there. In the other playoff games, pretty meh, honestly, but just for the Super Bowl alone, I was impressed. And I really want to see what he does without potentially Brandon Ayuk. I think that'll be quite fascinating to watch because I feel like he'll really have to elevate his game a little bit more if you take away a serious weapon like Ayuk. So I think this year will really dictate if he does deserve to get paid like the richest quarterback in NFL history. I know that's crazy to say out loud, but that's just the reality we're in. So if Trevor Lawrence could be quote-unquote the richest quarterback in NFL history, why not Purdy? Why not? I mean, but that's a good question in itself. Like, who would you rather have as your quarterback week one for this 2024-2025 year? Brock Purdy or Trevor Lawrence? I'd go Purdy, man. I would honestly go Purdy. And, I really feel like Trevor Lawrence kind of broke the market a little bit. And I know you could pin that on other quarterbacks too, like Daniel Jones, even though it wasn't as rich as Trevor Lawrence and company. But still, the point I'm trying to make is the quarterback market is completely starched. I really don't know what the hell is going to happen in the future, but all I know is quarterbacks are getting paid, and it's a good time to be a quarterback. But as far as Jordan Love and Joe Burrow being, as of right now, the richest quarterbacks in NFL history, I'm okay with that. I know Jordan Love might be a bit premature, but I'm telling you, 2-3 years down the road, barring any serious injuries, I really think he's going to be a top 5 guy easily. Maybe even a Super Bowl champion because history tends to repeat itself, i.e. the Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love comparison. Aaron Rodgers won pretty early on in his career, starting with the Packers, so I feel like Jordan Love can replicate that. Plus, like I mentioned earlier, their Super Bowl window is up. So, with all that being said, let me know what y'all think about this. Pretty crazy stuff, pretty crazy contract. Would you have paid him? Would you have traded him? Let me know in the comments. That's all I got for now. Peace.
Good job by the guy catching it and getting those extra yards. He's got the catch. Taken down at the 33. Well, if you want to be a good play-action pass team, it's always nice to have a good running game. Make the defense dig in and try to stop your run. When they do that, you fool them. You fake it, you throw it down the field. That's Mario Williams has a sack. Well, you're on the offense.